Okay, support and resistance. I like to look from the top down. I'll start on the daily chart and work my way down through the time frames that I want to trade in. Um, we'll start with the daily chart and we'll find our daily trading range. So you'll start with the most current bar and you're looking for the most recent highest high and lowest low. Excuse me. So our most recent lowest low is here. We drop a line, and our most recent highest high is right there. And this is our daily trading range. We're looking to be a buyer down here. We're looking to be a seller up here. And something that's important to remember about support and resistance is not about like landing exactly on the lines to buy or sell, but what's important is like a zone or an area around that line. As I've mentioned before, and it's probably been said a lot as well, highs and lows are driven by emotion in retail, and closes are determined by big money, whales, institutions, whatever. So, what you need to remember when you're making your trades is not that price hits this line, but when price comes into this zone, like say we're making a trade on the daily chart, we're watching for price to enter into this zone. Once it's in the zone, we'll drop down to a smaller time frame and look for a reversal pattern to enter into a long trade. Same thing if we're in a long position here, we're watching price coming up, coming up, coming up, entering into the zone, and then we drop to a smaller time frame, watch for a failure or reversal pattern, and exit our position then when we're in this zone. And that's what you need to keep in mind. It's like it's not about getting up there. It's just watching how price is moving and what price action is doing inside this zone. Um, so yeah, that's that. So here's our daily trading range. We want to buy down here, sell up there. And if we're somewhere in the middle, like what are we going to do? We can't make any trades because like this is our area of value for longs, this is our area of value for shorts. So we need to drop down to a smaller time frame to find more areas of support resistance. So you want to work from, again, the most recent bar to the past. You don't want to go from the past forward. Most recent price action is more relevant than historical price action in a way. But you'll see oftentimes how like future like not future how current price action is also carried back into the past. So it's like the past is relevant, but you don't want to define necessarily from the past. um, it's weird, but just go with me. um, let's see, so we're on the 8 hour chart now, and we're wanting to find trouble areas. It's not really about being exact or anything like that, and you'll see that as you also continue doing this more. um, so like we'll plop one down right there because you can see price action is having a hard time like making and holding over this zone. Like you could do all sorts of things. You could put it, up here because of the closes there and the failure here and the highs there. But I typically want to like if I'm looking at a chart, like I'll try and split the difference, because it's not about the line again. It's like a zone, so I'll split the difference. I'll like catch some highs and lows and whatever. But it's just like this is a problem area. Then we'll drop another one like down here. Oh my god, I hate the magnet sometimes. We'll drop it right here because this is another problem area. We've got support, support, failure, resistance, breakthrough, support ish. Um, Resistance here. Like this is another trouble area. Um, I wouldn't really want to split this anymore on this 8 hour time frame chart because we kind of have like we have equal parts here, and that's really decent. Um, I don't want to start like putting a bunch of like I don't want like let me rephrase that. Um, I want to have more room in the on the pivots in in between the support and resistance. Like I don't want to have like one bar that covers the entire trading range. Like this is more than that trading range, but that's not the norm. Same here. Like this isn't the norm, and I don't want to have like that as support and resistance. So I want to have at least something that's smaller than the daily trading range when I'm drawing support and resistance. So if I wanted to put more support and resistance here, I'd drop down to a smaller time frames, go to the 4 hour. And this gives me a little bit more flexibility. Like the bars aren't like the whole span. Like one bar isn't the whole span of the chart. So we'll drop something around there. And we'll drop, let's see, we'll put one here. And we'll put another one, split the difference here, right there. So you've got price rejection here, support, failure. And then we've got support down here, support down there. And that just gives us a lot more flexibility on the chart. I don't typically drop down and put any more, like on the 1 hour chart, because usually the 4 hours is my base. But you could drop down to the 1 and put some more if you wanted. Like you could maybe drop one like right in there because you have a lot of price action in this area. Support, resistance, support. But you can see like the price here, like there's only a $2,000 difference, and like that's not really a lot for making a trade. You're just kind of limiting your profit potential. So if you're on the 1 hour time frame, that would just be for like scalping or something like that.